This is Ohio Fish Rescue. What the?
We still haven't done an overflow for the pond yet. It just kind of fills up and falls over on that side. So we wanted to put a drain in over there. But see how the water comes down the driveway and floods right there? We have to put a drainage system in from this low point right here, right across there, and then over to the driveway and all the way down. Because it's going to wash away all that mulch right now, if it gets any more wetter. Right now, them bags of mulch left over are stopping anything from coming in up here, but it usually floods up here too. Today is the first time it rained and the pond didn't get muddy. I want you guys to see, we removed a drain that used to be right here and letting all the gutter water all in here, and it used to pool up here and overflow into the pond. But we capped it off right here. We brought it over here and hooked it on here and drained it down next to the waterfall out into the grass. But as you can see, the pond's nice and clear, the ground's dry, it's not muddy. I'm liking it. Now there is a little bit of brown tint to the water because when I first put this mulch here, rain went through it and it went into the pond. But we've got this cleared up to where it's no longer getting the pond muddy. And as you can see, we have goldfish in there. We have had so many nice people coming by here and just dropping us off fish. Not that we asked or wanted fish, but people felt bad about the koi that got stolen. So people are very nice, and you know, they just wanted to help. And so people, they heard I wanted to turn it into a goldfish tank, and that's what they brought. A bunch of goldfish, chubunkins and stuff like that. Today we're here with the Good Samaritan, Jay. He saw Tracy cry on TV about her koi fish, and he heard that we were changing it into a goldfish pond where less people would be apt to steal them, but the pond would still be pretty and have movement in it. So he showed up today and he brought these 2 tubs right here full of goldfish. We just got them in here. I didn't have my phone with me, so I didn't get to video them, but we just got them in here. There's a bunch. So now, how many was there?
14.
There were 14 goldfish. There's white ones and orange ones. And I know they're not koi, but it is putting some movement, some color back in there. And oh, you should have seen Tracy's eyes light up. And it's bringing the pond back to life, and you know, we can see the colors, and it's nice. So we're gonna have this if you have extra goldfish, because we always get comments from the circus and all that kind of stuff. We're just gonna put this pond out front here, like leave a penny, take a penny at a store. If you need some goldfish for your pond, come by and grab some. We'll let you have them. If you have extra and you don't have no place, we'll take them and put them in this front pond. It's not a big deal. Now we're trying out the idea of a little bridge going across here. Josh don't like it. I do like it. Tracy likes it. But not that, of course. That's just a couple pieces of wood thrown down. I mean a nice little, like, Chinese curved bridge going over there. And then we was working with the waterfalls. And look how nice that is. Very nice. And the stream area, it's actually filling up with hair algae. Look at this, right there. And the plants are doing awesome. The whole pond is looking great. And it actually did fill up with water from the rain and overflow. You can see that all this is soaking wet right here and splashable. So it did overflow. So water did come in, but it wasn't muddy water from the clay. And it didn't turn our pond to chocolate milk like it usually does. So it's nice, and things are growing and plants are growing. It's looking nice. The mulch is looking good. The pond is looking awesome. The fish are going in and out of their cave. It's right there. Right in that little area right there. So everything's looking better. Again, big thanks to Greg Woodstock and Team Aquascape. I don't know what I'm going to do with this drainage system, but right now that's where we have it draining at, right out into the yard. and that was to eliminate the gutter leak that was there on the corner and the downspout that was there. So I may have to dig a little drainage all the way through the front yard and take it to the ditch in the front. But I want to give you guys a nice little update of the pond. It's looking so pretty. And now that it's staying clear, I mean, even Greg asked me, why is your pond always muddy? I'm like, well, there was, you know, we didn't get the mulch in. There was clay all the way around it. Every time it rained, it just filled up the pond with clay nastiness. But now, you know, the filters are doing their job and they're keeping it clean, because it poured down rain last night. And this is this morning. You can hear the birds chirping and singing. And it's back to, it's clear. Just got a little bit brown tint to it, or reddish brown tint. And that is, again, from this mulch. I was warned against it, putting down colored mulch. But there was only, when I went up to get mulch, there was only 3 types. Dark brown, this brown, and then super light brown. And this brown here looked to fit the best. So, I have to deal with it. But it is looking beautiful. Give me your comments on whether we should put a nice little arched bridge right across there. And one other question too. Ouch. Let me go back over here. Now see, we took out all them bushes and stuff there, and I like that. But over here, you see this big green tree and this big green tree. We put the waterfalls right in the middle. But if I remove that green tree, then a little bridge here would have purpose to go over there to do the landscaping and plants and all that. Right now there's no purpose for a little bridge. But we can pull them trees out and plant little miniature trees back there, and all kinds of foliage and, you know, grasses or ferns or hostas or whatever. It'll come back every year. And it would open up the front of the house, because that's all you see of the house. All right, let me step back a little bit. There's the 2 trees I was talking about removing. Give me your feedback on that, what you would do. I'm going to leave this Japanese red maple there. Well, there you go. We got more plants for the pond. And another $50. Thank you, Greg Woodstock. Alright guys, this is something I picked up for Tracy. It's a little heavy. You sure you can carry it? Alright. It's a concrete frog spitter, and water comes out its mouth, and we got it for Tracy for her pond. Set it down anywhere, hon. We'll move it later. There you go. Here, let me get on the other side of you. Now we're going to probably set that on the back side, because water comes out its mouth, and then there's other frogs on a log, and water comes out that fish's mouth, and water comes out these beavers' mouth. Let me move into them. They have a squirter in the bottom mouth and the top beaver's mouth, and we'll probably end up taking the fish and putting it over in here somewhere, or right here, and then put the frogs right there, because they're a lot wider, and move these 2 items. So that way I can hook them all up on one hose, and all of them will spit water. But I just wanted to show you guys what else we've gotten for Tracy and things we're trying to decorate her pond with. We still need to get more trees and bushes and all that, but are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Now the goldfish are here because you all heard somebody stole our koi, and I don't think people will actually go through the hassle of going to jail if they get caught to steal goldfish. But goldfish are still beautiful creatures. Look how pretty they are. They lighten up your pond. There's all different colors. There's shabunkins. There's some in here that you'd swear is koi, but they are shabunkins. They are beautiful, and they deserve every bit as much of your time as koi do. They're great fish, and you know, they learn, and I can come out here with my handful of food, and they'll come right up to me and feed, and it'd be great. I just don't think somebody will want to steal or take the chance of stealing these goldfish when they can have them if they ask. So if you have too many goldfish, bring them by. If you need goldfish, come on by. More, you know, you're more than welcome to come by and grab some out of the pond here and fill your pond. They're just going to keep having babies, and we're just going to keep having more. So it'll be great. It's good. And it's the community helping the community, which is what I love. And in the meantime, Tracy gets to enjoy her front koi pond, which is no longer a koi pond, it's a goldfish pond. She gets to enjoy her pond. And now I still have to build her koi pond in the back so that she can put her koi that she's saved for the last 3 years into the back where they'd be safe. So, isn't that right, Joyce? We never thought somebody would actually steal from a rescue, when if they stole from it, or if they didn't steal, if they asked, they could have had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now look up here.
Can't.
Now if they would have asked you, we would have gave them some, right?
Yes, I would have.
And here's the whole point. You kept your babies, your koi that you thought were your children, are inside. The big ones.
Yes.
The ones you've been raising forever. These were koi that we just went and you know, at the beginning of spring, rescued basically, because people were tired of their pond or didn't want to open it up for summer, and they called us, and there were 3 different ponds we went and cleaned out and had a good time, and we cleaned them out and we brought them back here, and they were on the deck on the backyard, or on the back deck, and you know, in a little orange kiddie pool. Well, we saved them up, and then when Greg got done building this pond for us, we brought them up front. So all of her koi inside have never been moved, just the koi that was on the back deck. Now there was a few exceptions. There was Optimus Prime, and what was the other one's name? Orion. And then there was a third one that you took out to put into your koi inside, because they were special and they were named pets. I forget what the third one was, but they did not get stolen. They are here. And then we ended up finding 7 that didn't get stolen, that were hiding in caves and stuff. So they only actually got 32 of the koi, and that's okay. They obviously needed them more than we did. I was putting them out here because this is a very strict police area. The Strongsville police are known for their strictness, and they're got a 3-minute response time. And then I live in a retirement community. These people have called the cops on us for so long. I mean, you've all seen me. I've got long hair. When I moved in here, they called the cops on us for our moving truck, and it was just retarded. I mean, I thought for sure when Greg built the pond up front, there would be no problem with me putting koi in here. There's nobody around that would, you know, chance their safety and their freedom to steal koi. But I guess somebody didn't hear about Strongsville's strict rules. So I guess they wanted them more than us, and we're okay. There's been so many people. I mean, one day I came home and there were 4 koi just in my pond, and I'm like, did we miss some? And you know, they came right up to us, and I'm like, I've never seen these before in my life. So somebody, and we still haven't found out who, had stopped by here while we weren't home and dropped off 4 koi in the pond. Then we had other people that dropped off, you know, goldfish for us, and